Brandy Pet.
Welcome, everybody. It's me, Brandy P, with the Yes, I Am the Veteran podcast, and I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Miss Amelia Peacock. It is my fault I have not updated the intro. I will take accountability right now.
Well, before you take accountability for that, I would just like to give a huge shout out to Brandy. And yes, it's coming because I just have to sing a quick birthday song.
Okay, go for it.
Happy birthday to you, cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday to you, cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday, dear Brandy. Happy birthday to you, cha-cha-cha, and many more. Happy birthday, sis. Woo-woo!
Thank you. Yep, I've never done a birthday podcast. I've never done one, but I saw the opportunity, and I know it's been a bit since we've had a podcast. But man, sis, we have been busy, have we not?
Yes, we have. It has been a wild road.
Literally. We've been here, there, and everywhere. We just came back from Tampa at the Menton dinner that was hosted by the Black Dagger Military Hunt Club. And I would like to give a shout out to Dave Winters for the amazing event that they held. It was such a beautiful event. We'll talk more about it with May here just a moment. But, I mean, what did you think about when you were out there?
It was an amazing experience, and I was so grateful to be able to be a part of it. I can't wait to talk about it more and delve into some of it, but it was such an honor to be such a part of a moment in history in my eyes. That's what I see it as, is it was definitely a piece of history being made, and it's going to be able to further history even more. And I'm very excited for that as well.
Absolutely. And you know me, I'm all about keeping history alive. It's a big deal.
I've always loved in the background agreeing with you just in case you hear him. He's yelling at us.
he's barking in agreement. Yeah, Dexter. Yeah. And he was kind of the star of the show at the dinner a little bit.
Yeah. He enjoys the spotlight.
He does. But we'll go ahead and bring on our personal Shiro, the amazing, the abominable Miss May Krier. Hi, May.
Hi, lady. Happy birthday, Brandy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we have many, many more. I love being with you two women. You're amazing women. I love what you do. Brandy, the day I met you, I'll never forget how I met you when you invited me down to Texas. You came up and got me. That was so unusual. I can't travel alone, and I just think that was amazing. You are a sweetheart, I'll tell you. And you too, Amelia. That's so nice to have met you. And I just loved what you did when we were in Tampa. I just think it's amazing.
Thank you so much, May. It was so amazing to be able to meet you and pick your brain, ma'am. And it takes an amazing woman to know an amazing woman, I must say.
I just did what I had to do. That's what I told a man when he was standing in line when they're signing books. He was talking to me, and I said, well, it's just something that had to be done, It was simple as that. When you start something like that, I had no idea where I was going with it. And I just think it's absolutely amazing how you women have helped bring it along. We can't do these things without help from women like you.
Well, I mean, we learned from women like you, Miss May. It was women like you who paved the way for us. And honestly, for us, we believe in having each other's six or each other's back and taking care of each other. And so that's why we work so very closely with each other. And we focus so much on empowering and inspiring women, young women, old women, veteran women. But at the end of the day, it's so important to educate, empower, and inspire. And you do all of those things.
Don't forget, Brandy, we opened the doors. You are the women who are doing it nowadays, and we're just so proud of you. And you just took I'm going to use an old expression, you just took the bull by the horns and took off. And we're just so proud of what you women are doing.
Well, we're so proud of you, Miss May. And does your wrist hurt? Because I think I watched you sign about 1,000 signatures at that autograph signing. Like, that line formed up so fast when they said May is going to sign autographs for her book, which we surprised Miss May. It was something we had been planning for about a year. It was something that Dave Winters came up with, and he worked with Miss Deb and Maria, and I had a little bit of part of it, but not a big part. But at the end of the day, it was so hard to keep that secret from you for a whole year.
I know. Even my family, that's what's so amazing. When I thought somebody, I did it.
They reaffirmed it too. I didn't know that.
And that's amazing, David Winters. He's every time I've been down there, he just treats me like I'm a special. And I said, David, you must be getting tired of having me here. But he keeps inviting me back. And like I said, I just love what you women do. It reminds me of World War II. We just banded together and did what had to be done. Well, you get that same feeling about that Black Dagger Club with all you women. You all seem to understand what's going on, where you've been, what you've done, how you have to handle what's handed to you in life. It's just amazing. The women are so warm and enjoyable. The men, too. I don't mean to eliminate the men.
Right.
Not at all.
But I keep saying it's not a men's world anymore.
No, and I agree with you.
For sure.
Yeah. Being able to sit with all the other ladies at the table I was sitting at the first night, with all the women who were active duty and worked together, it was so nice to be able to sit with them and talk to them and learn about their stories as well. And so it's amazing that you brought that up, because it brings back that camaraderie. It brings back that sense of, okay, we've been through the same things. We got this, and we know how to roll. And so it was really amazing to be able to be there and just be a part of it,
right,
to experience that as well.
And Brandy, you just it's amazing the way you reach out to everybody. I never imagined that I'd be on a podcast or doing podcasts. Had not been for you, I wouldn't be doing it. And it really is wonderful, because you put the word out there for whatever the issue is. That's like I said, you women, your stories have got to be told. The government's got to treat you better or differently. I don't exactly know how you have to deal with the government, but it sounds to me like it's not fair what's happening to you medically and in many different ways. That's why you also have to be heard. So that's why we want you on too, Brandy.
Oh yes, I'll be there. I'll come on after the Angel of Death, though. I can't go on before.
But like I said, it's got to be told. Has to be told.
Yes,
and what a better way to do it. You have a good following, from what I understand, and I think that's amazing.
Well, I've had some shenanigans, and we have some amazing viewers, and we're very thankful to have some of the stations that have worked with us, and they are happy to support what it is that we're doing in our shenanigans. Everything from concealed carry courses for veterans, to knife making classes for veterans, to getting veterans tattooed with post-traumatic stress. We've had a lot of amazing support, and we're very thankful for all of the support that we've had over the years. And so, May, what for you? What moment meant the most for you at the Menton dinner? May I ask?
And it's so amazing, because I'm still a little stunned over all of it. I mean, because I wasn't expecting that, but I love doing that, the back and forth with Raya. I thought that was fun, because it was so much easier when you get up on that stage, if you have somebody and you have a purpose, or you have a story to tell. I mean, her story, I think, is just so cute. I love to tell it. And she is just an outstanding young woman. And boy, I just hope that I live to see that monument built. I know that she won't quit. She's one of those type of people that won't quit. Isn't that a beautiful quilt?
It was. So they presented Raya with a Quilts of Honor quilt, and that was for like the We Can Do It, and that was Raya. Her reaction, she had no idea. It was total surprise. So Raya, as well as May, both were surprised. Raya's doing so much in the Capitol as far as getting everything squared away for the memorial, and it's amazing to see May there with her on stage when she was being presented that amazing quote.
I understand that she's going to use that maybe for promotion or traveling or something if she can. I don't know how she's doing it, but she's having me sign different books and taking them. She works in Washington, and she's taking them to particular people. And I'm just sending one to Nancy Pelosi now. I'm just putting it in the mail for her. I'm sending it to her.
Well, you're sending one to her too. Nice.
She delivered.
The Speaker of the House read about me and you driving a tank, ma'am. Not over that yet.
She delivered one to the Speaker of the House already. So it's amazing. I always say I'd love to meet Tammy Duckworth. I think so many of us would. But we maybe through all of this, maybe we will get to meet her.
Yes.
She's lived a fantastic, amazing life.
Oh, absolutely. I studied about her actually when I was running for Miss Veteran America. We studied very much about a lot of amazing women in history, including you, Miss May. So I remember studying about you and then meeting you. So it was something totally different. But yes, she's done some Tammy Duckworth for me personally, because I've had limb salvages. It means a lot to meet others that also have limb salvages. So that's why it meant so much to meet the Lieutenant Governor of Florida, because he's also an amputee and a Green Beret as well. And he's hilarious.
Yes.
It's just so amazing because we need more women in Washington. We definitely need more women in Washington. And through all of this, maybe we can get more. I mean, I know some wonderful women in Pennsylvania that could do very well in Washington. But I don't know if I know what their dreams are. You never know. But I understand from Deb today that two of our representatives are doing a program in Pennsylvania about Rosie the Riveter, about National Riveter Day. So that's just something new. I think she just put it on Rosie today. So it's kind of nice. You never know where it's going to go. And, the more we work together, the more we put it out there, the more popular women will become. And, I think there's still, it used to be in my day with the men, the men were in charge. And nowadays it's not the case. I just love the way the young fathers promote their daughters, encourage their daughters to do what they want and follow their dreams. In our day, it was mostly if a man, he wanted a son. If a child was born, they wanted a son. And a woman, a girl was to do the dishes or make the beds. And, that's not very rewarding to somebody who has a brain.
That's fair.
I agree. Very valid point.
And I agree, Bulletproof America. We also love May. And we will definitely send her those regards.
Yeah, that's something else. So we're getting together with a couple of the writers, too, that did our stories. Another one just did a local story on us. And they know Deb, too. So we're going to get together for lunch. There's a couple of reporters with Deb and I. So
I love it.
That would be super special.
So that's nice.
I know that there was a side project that I was working on before the Menton dinner. And I wanted to make sure that us women, we came from Texas, and we made sure that it was known that we came from Texas. And so it was such an honor to work with Tobin Nieto, and he made this amazing knife. And the handle is 470 years old, people. 470. It's French elm from Normandy, and it was found at the Heritage Farm, which is the first structure that was liberated in Normandy on D-Day. And in France, apparently they have a law where they burn any materials when they replace like a roof or something like that. So all these timber pieces almost were totally lost. But a seal and a Green Beret actually worked together with Three Forks Wood Reclamation to bring that wood back to the United States. So that way we could really appreciate that significance. And I'm so thankful to have had the opportunity to work on it. I did use all the sand that you sent me from Omaha Beach inside the pits of the wood with the gold mica powder because I wanted it to be perfect.
Did you tell me that came from a farm in Normandy?
It did. It came from the first farm that was liberated in all of France on D-Day.
That's amazing.
It is. And it was planted in 1550, May. The wood that you held in your hand was planted almost 500 years ago.
And amazing. Amanda, I seen you at the forging too. right? I seen a picture of you. You forged.
Oh, yes,
Oh
ma'am.
yeah.
Yes, ma'am. We all had a good time at the Forge. I've
Well,
had a couple of experiences.
are you a group, or is that just something you do on your own?
Well, we did it with our podcast. So Miss Amelia was helping me with the class,
Oh,
and are actually having another class coming up here in January, and so we're really looking forward to that as well. And we had one Forge and Fire champion work on the knife that we presented in the Menton dinner. We had 4 bladesmiths that came to the Forge class here in San Antonio. So it was really nice to have so many years of experience really educating us and really giving us information that we usually would not have had that access.
was that knife the largest that I was holding there? Was that the largest you make? Is that?
That was the largest one I've ever been directly a part of, yes. However, Tobin makes much larger blades, to be honest.
I look scared to death.
Yeah. I was a bit worried when you held that K-bar knife. I'm not going to lie. It was very sharp. So, Miss Amelia, did you have a question for Miss May?
Yeah, I was just wanting to know, like, whenever you had, like, what were your thoughts? And I'm going to lay this out for you guys, right? So we had a queue, and Miss May had no clue what was supposed to be going on. And so we had a queue for all these ladies that had served and were serving or had served in their life to line up. And we were able to have each hold a picture of each of the photos, of 18 of the different photos that are in this book. So they're exactly. And so, Miss May, when you saw all of us lined up over there with our boards turned with the back to you, before you saw what the pictures were, what were you thinking was happening? I'm just curious.
I had no idea when you brought me back there. When Dave brought me back there, I thought it was in the corner. And those women were standing there, but the picture was backwards. I mean, you couldn't see the picture on it. I couldn't figure out what you were doing because I had no clue about that you were showing up every page of that book that you were holding. And then it was just so amazing. I wanted to sit and read everything and relive. You can't imagine how I relived my life after that. I mean, it really brought back memories for me because a lot of, as you grow older, you forget a lot of the things you did as a kid. Mm-hmm. And Maria, that what you did with that illustrating, oh my God, it was beautiful. And they're just, how do you think? Look at all those beautiful women. I'm looking at all you beautiful women. And it's so amazing because everybody has a story to tell. And I just look at all of you, and I'm still just looking at it again now. That one lady that was spoke so nice, she was so honored, and her sister, I believe it was, that made that pin, designed the pin that she gave me. And it's just little things, not little things, but I mean important. How important something like that is. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I'm still I'm out in orbit over all of it. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
I was really so nervous the whole time.
I was excited because I knew how nervous Brandy was, and so I was so excited to see how it unfolded. And I saw you, and that was one of my favorite moments, was when I saw you going through the line and you were just having memories of each of the different photos and sharing that with each of us. That was so very special and just really touched a place in my heart. And I'm so grateful I could have been a part of that display to show you what Dave and his friends and what everybody, Miss Maria, everyone who was involved in writing, we can do it. And getting it published and getting it out there. Yes. And then my other favorite part was back to the wrist. Thank you so much for signing my book, Miss May. It is a cherished book, and I will be getting some, but it will probably be after Christmas. I'll send them to you, let the shipping stuff go down a little. For all my nieces and my great nieces, because I think it's so important, right? I had a conversation with my niece, and I was asking her, about if what she thought if my 7-year-old great niece would like a book like this, because it's definitely written for her age. And she's like, I don't think she knows about that kind of stuff. I said, well, that's even more of a reason why we need to get this book in her life and educate her about these things, because she's not learning that in school. She's not learning that, in those other areas. And so I am very grateful to be able to be just even know that you have this book and share it. And yes, so
I was like, no one told me that they put the tank picture in the book before it was done. And so when I saw the illustrated photo, I had a good laugh. Well, all I can remember is how fast the photographer had to run behind us.
One thing Amelia probably doesn't know is that when we were at the Congressional Gold Medal, you cut out that tank and glued it to a popsicle stick.
Yeah, I did. I put it on your table.
I love that. That is fantastic. Hello.
Hey, Gunny Claus. Semper Festivus, brother.
Gung ho ho.
Ooh, Rob.
So how are you doing, Gunny?
A little bit tired. I just got done with my second event today. I'm down in Cherry Point, North Carolina.
Oh, wow. You're a busy gentleman. I know right now you're doing a lot of different events. We really appreciate you coming on tonight. You're a very in-demand gentleman, not unlike Miss May here.
Yes, Miss May is wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you, Gunny. And so are you. Look at all the children you make happy.
Aww.
Well, today was more for the Marines than just the kids. So it was big kids and little kids.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We'll always be kids in a sense.
Yep.
No.
Very true.
So what were you doing today? What was the event? The big kids. I'm a Marine, so I got to know. I'm like, what did you offer?
I was waiting.
It was 2 events, 2 units here at Cherry Point. The first event, they had candy canes and a bunch of stocking stuffers that I could hand out for the kids. The other event, the kids were going around to stations and getting face paint and letters to Santa and all that stuff. So I didn't really have anything to give out. I just took pictures with the kids and the families and the Marines.
That's amazing. That sounds like it's special.
Yep. The second one was
a
better.
lot of really big events, like the big New York parades, the parades all over the U.S. You do Comic-Con and all the other amazing events and the drives for Toys for Tots. You're a busy gentleman, sir.
Yeah, and don't forget, I ran the Marine Corps Marathon.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. What was your time again? I forgot.
5 hours, 33 minutes, 30 seconds.
And how many miles?
26.2 miles.
Ooh. Wow. That's impressive. Was it with a ruck or without a ruck? I have questions.
No ruck this year.
Oh, okay. It's okay. We'll forgive
this year. This year.
Well, I am going to run next year, and I have decided that I will wear my my plate carrier, so I look more like myself.
Aw, I love it.
I love it.
Yep.
So Nicole Jordan is the founder of Women Veterans Glamping, and she says she's going to order May's book to be in the Women Veterans Glamping Library.
Awesome.
So May has her own children's book now, Gunny, about her many adventures as a Rosie the Riveter. It's now an Amazon bestseller. Yep.
Oh, okay. When I get done, I'll have to take a look for it.
Yep. All you got to do is search May's name in Amazon. It comes right up.
We can do
it's an amazing story. Yep. Or we can do it. Yep. It comes right up. But I'm so glad to hear that, Gunny. I know that you've been doing a lot of different stuff this year. So I know we haven't had you on sooner. So I'm very glad that we can have you on and we can catch up with you.
Yep. Sorry, I'm a little bit late, but I had to stop for dinner on the way home.
Hey, I'd rather you fed. You got to have a full belly, sir.
Yes.
I'm staring at tacos that are calling my name, but I'm like waiting.
Man.
So close, but so far.
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious, Gunny Claus. I'm still a little new to learning who you are, and I'm still a little new to the scene. So tell me, how did you become Gunny Claus? How did that work out? What happened?
Well, basically, it comes down to I'm the gunny.
Good stuff. I love that. The Claus
not
part
wrong.
must be because of the beautiful beard.
Well, I mean, if you know anything about the Marine Corps, most everything gets done goes through the gunny.
Yes, sir.
So you have the officers who, make the big plans and have the big blue arrow on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the Marines that actually, go out and get dirty and make it happen. And the gunny is the one who translates that big blue arrow so that the Marines that are doing the work know what they're supposed to be doing.
I love that.
Yeah.
You're not
I
wrong.
love that.
And so, when I retired, I didn't want to start a brewing beer or anything. I didn't want to work in a bar. I'm not so intelligent. I can't write a book. And so I decided to volunteer with some charities. And so Habitat for Humanity, Ronald McDonald House, and of course Toys for Tots were some of the charities I started with. And the Toys for Tots program had a reserve unit and didn't need any more help. So I just did the other charities. And 2 years later, the reserve unit got moved from my hometown to Connecticut, and they needed Marines to come in and help out. So I was called up and I went to help out. And they wanted me in my dress blues, like you see in all the commercials. And having been a military policeman and a drill instructor in the Marine Corps, I'm not really jolly. I'm not a really happy kind of guy. And I would scare the kids.
Oh no, you were too gunny for the kids. Oh,
Yeah, I was
Did
a
the
little
knife
bit,
hand come out?
I know. I was gonna ask that next.
and maybe some handcuffs. So
I can understand that.
so I did an event and I scared all the kids. And so I was talking to a friend of mine on social media about the problem, and they explained that there was a Marine in South Carolina, Vietnam veteran, who was doing Gunny Claus, and it could be something that I would do. And I looked at him online and I contacted him, and I realized I was never in the band and I couldn't get the uniform. And my friend was like, "That's not a problem. I'll just give you my blouse." And I was like, "Excuse me?" And they showed me a picture of them playing in the Marine band, and they had the scarlet blouse that I wear. And so I became Gunny Claus.
Oh, I love that.
And then he owned the
Ended
title.
up showing up. I love it.
Yep.
And he looked so crisp in that uniform, let me tell you.
I'm actually on my fourth one.
Really? I was gonna ask, like, do you have like slightly different ones?
Well, I've had four. I get them secondhand from members of the band that are willing to donate them to me. I bought one off of eBay, but they come secondhand and they're not in perfect condition. So depending on their condition, depends on how long they last.
Yeah.
And so right now I have two possibilities where I might be able to have somebody tailor make them for me, so I don't have to rely on band members, and I'll make it unique enough so that people see it and realize it's not the band uniform. It's actually just Gunny Claus.
That'd be awesome.
I would never have known it was the band uniform at all because you embodied the look so much. I'll be really honest with you. Never thought about it.
Yeah, if you look at my social media, you'll see some pictures of me with band members. They appreciate what I'm doing, but because it's the band and I'm not a member, they can't really give me a uniform.
Mm.
So Lacey says she's got a picture of her girls with you from 29 Palms.
Aww.
Wonderful.
I love it. Yeah. And you take the best photos, and I love seeing you at Comic-Con and all these amazing events that you're doing. Do you have any upcoming events? And if so, how can we support?
So I actually do Comic-Con because living in New York, a lot of the people mistake me for the Canadian Royal Mounted Police.
Oh.
And so
Girls are the DI hat.
Well, that's the same. They wear the same campaign cover. Theirs just happens to be brown. Mine's red. And so, I thought it'd be funny to go to the Comic-Con dressed as Gunny Claus and see what people said. And it's become very popular. So I love doing it.
I love that. It must be so much fun. What's like one of the oddest questions or one of the most like stark like times that stands out to you in your memory of your time of being Gunny Claus? Like what is one thing that comes like fresh to mind, one story?
So I think one of the best ones I have is the Marine Corps flew me out to Hawaii to do some Christmas events and do the mall Santa. And during one of my breaks while I was at the exchange in the mall, I was walking around looking for some uniform items.
Mm-hmm.
And
How long have you been doing this, Gunny?
about 10 years, May.
Oh, that's wonderful what you're doing.
Yeah. And so I was looking for some uniform items for me because, of course, there's no place I can buy them in New York. And this young Marine was running around and he was rather upset and he couldn't find what he was looking for. So I stopped and I said, "Hey, I just saw what you're looking for. It's over here. Go get what you need. You know, it'll be good." And, that was the complete interaction I had with him, was just to help him out and make him feel like, he was going to get things done and to calm him down a little bit. And
It's so nice. It's so nice for people like you, with how you give of yourself.
Yep.
It's so important.
And so, I really didn't think too much about it. I helped out a young Marine.
Yeah.
And the next day I get a message on Instagram from his uncle. And it turned out he had to get the uniform items because he had to fly home for a funeral. Mm-hmm. And so my taking the time and stopping and talking to him and helping him out really stuck with him. And so he told his uncle, and his uncle then, went online and found me and thanked me.
I love that.
That right there. That's that bond, that sense.
We don't do it for head pats. However, sometimes it means a lot when people reach out to you and they tell you how much, an interaction meant, because a lot of times we're so busy trying to like survive through our life or do all these events and we're focused on all of these things. Like, we're happy to take care of whatever that's in front of us and make sure to take the time for the people next to us, but we don't always know the impact of what we say means to someone that we meet.
Yeah.
And I'm not even you two. Like, I'm just me.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, 90% of the time you don't find out,
right,
what happened afterwards or what the person was, why they were acting the way they were, what was going on in their lives. And so, it's just a split second for you. And, fortunately, when I'm Gunny Claus, I'm able to do those things and help people out.
Yeah. No, that is very special. That is very special. I would love doing that job if I could, but I'm not Gunny Claus material.
Doing it. He looks crisp. He's in standards. Like, I'd be like the fat Gunny Claus. Like, I wouldn't sell it at all. Like, but at the end of the day, I think that's amazing what you do. You inspire so many people. You and May both give people so much joy just by meeting you. And it's an honor to have both of you on tonight. Yes, I'm very thankful that you both were able to come on and make it tonight as well.
Well, thank you.
Of course. And so, Amelia, did you want to go ahead and give us your knowledge drop of the night?
Absolutely, I will. So tonight, I'm going to just put y'all on a side screen, so I apologize if you get a little smaller. But I wanted to share with everyone some information I recently learned about through the VA, some VA services that are available that a lot of us may or may not know that are available. And so these are through these are all related to assistance with home health and or veteran directed care. So if you are not aware that the VA does provide both home health services, which means someone can come into your home and help you with different tasks. There's different things. There are definitely qualifications, as we all know, but they can get someone to come into your home and aid you, as well as a program called Veteran Directed Care Services, where they will help with a family member that can help you or things of that nature. They'll also give you additional services and things, people that can come into the office or come into the house and give relief to your caregiver, especially if they're caring for you over a long period of time, because caregiver burnout is real. Just like you got to take yourself. So having that to be able to offset some of that is a huge thing. The way to get to and to understand veteran directed services, care services, is Brandy can share I'll share the links I have with the group because I don't think I've sent the email yet. And so that's my
Yeah, and we can post it on our podcast page directly as well. And so we'll go ahead and post the ancillary information on our page directly. So because when we post it on the screen, it's like ants can read it maybe. So we want to make sure that some of us can read it. And no, it's very helpful. And home respite care for caregivers is so needed. And it's so nice that they offer that because it's something you wouldn't think about, right?
No,
like your caregiver needing a break, and it's something that is very needed.
Yes. And all you need to do to get that process started at the VA, I know a lot of people say this, but ask your primary care. If your primary care does not know, ask for a patient advocate. If a patient advocate does not know, ask for a social worker. They are the ones that have how to access that. So those are the tries to try. If one doesn't work, try a different road, and then connect with us if you're still having trouble, and we can help out in any way that we can. But those are, I think, are some pretty important options that are available that are not always talked about. And so thank you for letting me share that.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're definitely going to be continuing this because I feel it's important to give a little bit of information about a service that the veteran community does offer. And especially like home health care, like I've seen many different things done where they bring therapists to the home to take care of the veteran, to where like they're arranging meal delivery, where they're allowing respite care for the caregivers, and even more than that, even just like things to make them more comfortable just being at home because they're not ambulatory, because everyone has different needs when they require or they request from the home health giver program. Some people, they just need housekeeping. Some people, they really need like caregiver. They need, physical therapy. They need a lot more. So everyone is definitely different on the scale for what they would require from this. But if anyone has any questions, please do reach out to our podcast, and we'd be happy to answer his questions as much as we can do.
And it's for any age, just so you know, you don't have to, it's for any age. So if you are a veteran who has service-connected disabilities, this is something that is accessible for you.
Absolutely.
You know, to see the disabilities, to go to a program like Dave Winters, where you see them bring the men that are disabled, and what they do for these men to help them live a life, even though they feel that they can't. And I just think it's so amazing to watch what people do, how good they are.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that it's so needed. And I think a lot of people assume you have to be a certain age or a certain amount of being disabled. Like there's all different types of services that care program encompasses. And even if you've heard a no once before, definitely look into the actual regulations on va.gov in regards to it, and keep going and keep asking and keep probing, because you never know what information that you may find. And so to go briefly off of that topic, I did want to update everybody on Raya Kinney's progress on the World War II Women's Memorial. So last week, Raya did tell us on May's podcast that the specific act that they are requesting through Congress to have the Women's World War II Memorial inside the National Mall, it did pass through Congress and is now waiting for the Senate approval, which I think is absolutely amazing. My kudos are absolutely 1,000 times over for Raya, because of the fact that she's a 23-year-old young lady having to raise millions of dollars. I could not imagine the pressure on her shoulders. So if I can help her even in a small way, I'm absolutely happy to support.
Yes. And that, in a way that you can do that is through the purchase of, what do you think? The weekly books. The 50% of the purchases of all of these books that are purchased through Amazon, which is where you can buy them, is going to go, half of it is going to go to World War II Women's Memorial campaign, and half of it goes to support Black Dagger Hunt Club. So the first portion of the proceeds from the books. And so that's a huge thing. And I just want to share that as I'm able to spend this time with both you, Gunny Claus, and you, May, and Brandy, you know, just the conversations and everything that we've had tonight, and things, I guess, in my life that may have led up to this and this point in me, is that I really see like this right here, the conversations we've been having tonight about helping people and standing up and showing up. And even if it's that one moment of an interaction where you can provide somebody a piece of calm in this storm, you know, that to me embodies the Christmas spirit. And so I appreciate that, because I don't think I felt that before right now. And so thank you for bringing that to light for me. I really do appreciate that with this conversation. Thank you.
Can I tell you a little bit about Raya?
Yes, please.
You know, she wrote to me when she was in the 5th grade, when the teacher had her build this monument or on paper. And she wrote to me, and I thought, oh, she's in the 5th grade. She'll just forget this in a week or two. And look at her now. She's 23 years old, a college graduate, and she's never given up. And that's the thing that we promote. So don't give up. If you're going to hit snags, you're going to hit problems, but don't quit. Just take a different route or keep going. I think that's the thing that we want the younger generation to realize. And I think and I loved it being. I call Ray our new and shining star now, because she's just got everything to offer this new generation.
Oh, yes. And I think that really having that, you showing people what that We Can Do It spirit really embodies, and Raya as well. I feel like it really helps people understand that, you know, sometimes digging deep, like, you don't know where you're going to go. Success is not linear. I'll tell you right now, like, people think I succeeded, like it's like a pinball. Like, it's not linear. Like, you never know where you're going to end up. But at the end of the day, even if you are putting one foot forward and you fall on your face, you are still moving forward. And I feel like that's very important for people to know, because of the fact that we tend to get very discouraged because we're not succeeding and we compare ourselves to other people. But it's so important that we don't do that, because at the end of the day, your success and what you accomplish may be not anything close to anybody around you. But as long as you have that faith and tenacity in yourself, you can forge yourself into something truly amazing. And May taught me that.
But you know, like I told you, that when Senator Casey called me that day that we finally got the Congressional Gold Medal, he called me and he said, May, how do you feel about this now after all the years you worked? I said, I'm elated. But that journey getting there was fantastic. Look at all the wonderful people we meet. I would have never met you ladies, and you, Gunny, I'd never met you had it not been for that. So that journey, even though we do something great for somebody else, look at what we treasure. Well, look what we've done for ourselves. We treasure what we've achieved. And I think if we're creative, it's kind of like being creative. If you're creative, you're a happy person, because you're doing what you like or what you're born to do, I think. And I think that's so important. But like I said, I've never met all you people that have been for my journey.
Same here, Miss May. Like, I was petrified to meet you, because I was told I was a terrible person by a TED Talks giver. And I had a historian yell at me and say, if I didn't call you, he's going to conference us in. And then I realized how amazing you were and how much I could understand how you are, because I'm similar personality wise. And we would never have driven the tank, you know, and all these other things. And I'm so very grateful to have you as a friend and to have such amazing adventures with you.
See, that's Brandy. We didn't know it couldn't be done.
That's right. No limitations.
Oh no, it was happening. Like, I was, no wasn't an answer on that one. She was driving that tank. That was happening.
I don't hear the word no very well.
Same.
That's like people say, you know, think outside the box. And I go, there was a box? Where? I never saw a box.
Exactly. That's so true. Adapt and overcome. That is our best capability.
Correct.
Well, you know what, some people think of work. We don't even consider it work what we're doing. I remember years ago when I was a crafter, I used to love to do craft work. My husband said to me, "Do you realize how many hours you work today?" And I was stunned. I wasn't working. It was doing what I liked.
You were in your element. Yeah, your daughters were saying that when you can't sleep, you sew up late when you're up late at night. Is that true?
I've gotten up and I've done that at times, yes. And even now I do it. Even now when I make the bandana, or not the neck scarves, if I wake up at night, some nights I don't go back to sleep. That comes with age. I get up and either sew or iron or something like that. And then I go back to sleep. But you need that time or something. You might as well use it when you can't sleep. Don't lay there and toss and turn.
Yep.
Get up and get going, right?
Yeah, get up, get dressed, and get going.
Right.
That's what they had at the
That's what I learned from you. Yes, ma'am. Get up,
She does that all the time.
Oh, this is such fun.
Yeah.
Oh yes, and Gunny will definitely send you a copy of the book. I'll make sure that you get a copy as well.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely. But yes, it's May's life and adventures as an original Rosie the Riveter, from World War II and beyond, or even before World War II and beyond. So it's an amazing story. And anyone that hasn't read it, I very much recommend it. Go to Amazon, just type in May's name, May Krier, and it comes right up, or We Can Do It. It comes right up. And like I said, everything goes to Black Dagger Military Hunt Club, which helps Gold Star moms as well as veterans. And it's also service members' families that are looking for MIA service members in their family. They also do that as well. And the other half goes directly to the World War II Women's Memorial Foundation, which directly goes into building the monument in Washington, D.C. to honor the service and legacy of 16 to 18 million women. So I very highly encourage it. If anybody is interested, if anyone has any questions, please reach out. I'd be happy to help in any way. And Gunny, did you have any events coming up that you'd like us to know about?
I'm winding down on my events.
Yeah, it's getting close to the holidays. I know you're busy with your elves.
So
You try to, elves and
misbehaving and stuff.
Yeah, after this weekend, it's going to be pretty much done. I have to start running again because I'm going to run the marathon again this year.
Dang.
And
when is the marathon?
it's the Marine Corps Marathon. It was the 26th of October this year.
Okay.
It was the 50th anniversary. I was going to run it next year. Or I am going to run it next year when I turn 60 because I ran it when I turned 50. But then I saw it was the 50th anniversary, and I was like, well, I better run it this time. Why put it off for next year when I can do it now? And so I ran it, and there's 40,000 runners.
Wow.
Wow.
Must have good legs.
He ran 25 miles, May. That's crazy.
I may have walked a little bit in there, not ran the whole, but yeah.
I bet you anything you was walking, so I think you get some grace.
Right, like 5 miles. Most of us walking, we'd be like, "I'm just too disabled for this."
Yes.
Too broken.
Well, and the funny part was, I was actually, as I was running, there were people that recognized me as Gunny Claus, and so I actually stopped and took a couple pictures along the way.
I love it.
Does that count towards your time because it's technically like you're doing a community service?
I wish.
Well, dang.
Oh.
But we'll go ahead and wrap it up tonight. I know that it is a bit late, and it's late for everybody, and I feel bad.
No.
But let's have some holiday closing final thoughts from everybody. So we'll go around. So Amelia, did you want to go first?
Sure. I just hope everyone has a fantastic holiday, spends it with people that bring you love and joy and cheer into your life. And I hope that you're able to look at this new year and reflect on the past, not hold on to the past, but reflect on it so that you're able to move forward better in the future.
Thank you. And what about you, Mr. Gunny Claus?
I'm looking forward to hopefully finding a vendor where I can get a uniform made for me that fits me perfectly, so I can carry on with what I'm doing. So that's my Christmas wish list.
So we need to find you a
How do you
seamstress.
need to, what can we support? How can we support that?
We got to find him a seamstress. That's what we got to
Okay.
find him.
Okay,
Somebody
so
do
it's
it.
It's the thing is it's not just a regular seamstress. It's somebody who actually makes uniforms.
Okay,
So
so
it
uniform.
makes it even more difficult.
Okay.
But I've got two people
Right,
that
always
I'm
make it
talking
hard.
to, so hopefully.
Well, we'll definitely keep you in our prayers, and if you need some additional help, Gunny Claus, you reach out to us, and we'll see
We'll
what we
find
can
somebody.
do. Well, we're good at finding people and
Yeah, we
connecting
are,
people.
actually.
So
We've got a pretty interesting web of people. That is true. And what about you, Miss May? What is your holiday closing thoughts for today?
Well, first of all, Brandy, happy birthday.
Oh yes, happy birthday.
Thank you.
But I've got so much to be thankful for. I've been very healthy in my lifetime, and I've enjoyed my life so much. I think I've really been blessed. And there's not much more that I can say. I mean, I don't need things to appreciate my life. I've had a wonderful journey. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and Happy Holidays or however we're supposed to say it. I guess it's Happy Holiday now instead of.
Or in this day and age, it depends on what country you're in.
That's Merry Christmas for me all the time.
there you go.
Yeah, it's never going to change.
Nope. I mean, I will say Happy Hanukkah to my friends that are of the Jewish faith.
Yes, and Kwanzaa, all the things that go.
Yeah.
Let's celebrate Hanukkah. I mean, we're all in this together. This angers me so to see that people divide each other. I mean, we don't have to all be alike. I mean, to like each other. I just think it's so sad that we can't get along. And what's happening in our country is so sad. But like I said, we have to have a happy holiday. I know I've had some great ones, so I have no regrets about anything.
Thank you, Miss May.
Yes.
And I guess what I'd have to say would be for anybody that's struggling with any sort of mental health issue, please reach out. Please reach out to a friend. Reach out to us here at the podcast. Reach out to your brother. Reach out to your old supervisor. Reach out to somebody. Speak to somebody. You're not alone. You have brothers and sisters around you. I know sometimes it's easy for us to feel we are lone rangers, and a lot of times it very much looks that way, but you're not. And know that you are loved, you matter, and that if you have any questions, if you need to reach out, please reach out to this podcast. Before doing anything, I would not want to hear about any more of my brothers or sisters doing anything outside of any more VAs or anything like that. But be kind to each other, be kind to yourself, and be safe in this holiday season.
Thank you, Brandy.
Well, thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Gunny. And all of you have a very Merry Christmas.
You as well.
You as well. Take it away with us, Aurelia. Good night.
Night.
Hi, I'm Aurelia. Just a reminder, smash like, hit subscribe, and click the bell. Please give me my mommy some hearts. Yay, victories!